Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Sky Odyssey with Janky Nick. Hello! Oh, Nick, welcome back to our chicken dungeon down here underneath the main plethora of the base. How you doing, man?
I'm good, thanks, man. I mean, so before I came on the server, Isaac said, Nick, don't look at anything. So he, against my own will, teleported me down here. And, well, you know, I don't know if you think I'm a chicken too, Isaac, but I don't want to be kept in here for much longer. So I want you to you know, pull your finger out of your belly button and tell me, Isaac, what's going on, man?
I mean, first question, Nick, I need to know now that you've mentioned belly buttons. I'm guessing that by your, I mean, Nick, that was a pretty belly buttonist comment to make there. Nick, not everybody has an innie belly button, you know? I mean, not everybody can poke their finger into their belly button, you know? Some people, they got outie belly buttons.
Isaac, I think you'd be pleased to know that I've got an innie outie. Yeah. But you weren't expecting that, were you? So it goes in, right? And then in the middle, it goes out again. So I'm like ambidextrous belly button edition. So I can put my finger in it and like it still feels like out, but it still goes in.
Oh man, you're like the Harvest 50-50 best of both worlds bread, Nick. You're like, you look like white bread, but you're actually wholemeal.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. That's the
I'm like corn chicken pieces, right? It tastes like meat, but it isn't. Yeah.
But it isn't meat. Oh my goodness. Exactly. I mean, so Nick, first things first, we have, of course, our illegal chickens. Between episodes, Nick, I have bred our emerald chickens so that we now have 10 emerald chickens, Nick, and all 5 of these chicken breeders here are all set to breeding more 10 emerald chickens, Nick, and we have got a bunch of 10 emerald chickens, Nick. And if I grab some seeds here real quick, you'll see just how easy it is for us to get more 10 emerald chickens. Like if you look in this last end breeder and I put in 64 wheat seeds, look how quickly it poops out 10 emerald chickens, Nick. We can get so many so freaking fast. It's crazy.
No acceleration wand either.
No acceleration wand required, Nick. And if we put down a roost and we throw in those 16 10 emerald chickens, they're just going to start producing emeralds for us, Nick, at a pretty substantial rate. I know, right? It's not super fast, but it's pretty good. You know, it's better than nothing. And the more of these we get down, the faster it's going to go. And so this might be not a bad way of us getting like a decent amount of EMC, Nick, in today's episode. And I might work on setting up like just a full wall of these and trying to pump them all into like a transmutation table or something, Nick. But the reason why I have kept you downstairs all this time, Nick, is because we have had a visitor to the base since the end of the last episode. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the reason why we're in the basement is because I don't want him seeing all of the illegal shenanigans that we've got going on. Okay. So, you know how we locked up the third wheel in a previous episode? We locked up the chicken, Nick. We thought he was the killer pushing people into the lava, Nick. Unfortunately, apparently, we were legally required to give him a phone call. We didn't. Eventually, I managed to get him a phone call, Nick, and he called his lawyer. All right.
Oh, no. Oh, oh no, the lawyer.
I know. He's here.
Oh, crap.
Oh, he's Esquire and everything.
Not Jason Esquire.
He said that we didn't give him a fair trial, Nick. He said we got no evidence and that he demanded to speak with his client. And so I think, Nick, we've got to let him go, apparently. Like, we don't have anything on him. We don't have any hard evidence.
I mean,
and so
we've not given him a trial.
Just got to let him free.
Isaac.
Right. But we've held him for too long, Nick. You know, he's had too much time.
It's all right. I've got a way out. All right.
Oh no.
I've got a way out of this.
Nick, don't dig us deeper into this hole, Nick. Don't kill the lawyer, please.
Just bear with. Just continue what you were saying, Isaac.
I mean, I'm gonna go let out the convicted criminal. Okay.
I mean, hold up, Isaac. I mean, I feel like this is the wrong tack, right?
Right. Okay. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he needs a trial.
Okay. I mean, we don't have any evidence, though, Nick. Like, we're completely out of hard facts.
Oh man, I wanted to make a carrot on a stick, Isaac, and lure the pig.
I mean, he's already out there, Nick. But I mean, he's got Esquire at the end of his name, Nick. You know, he's the real deal. I feel like if we tried to go up against this guy in a court of law, Nick, I think he'd have us beat. you know? I think we should just hedge our bets and hope we don't get sued for wrongful imprisonment.
I've put him in the moat, Isaac. I put him in the moat.
Oh.
He's not going to be able to go get in now.
Can pigs swim? Like in real life, are pigs swimmable creatures?
I have no idea. I mean, they like rolling around
swim?
in mud, don't they? But I don't know if they can roll around in water, Isaac.
I kind of feel like they'd be too heavy to swim. Like I feel like they would sink, right? Like that's why I have a feeling that if you put a pig in water, it would sink. Yeah.
It would go in the water, you know?
All right.
The Peppa Pig music would get played, right?
Nick, I'm letting him free, all right? We'll keep an eye on him, Nick. If he breaks any more crimes, we'll try and get it on video. We need to install some CCTV or something to get him caught in the act. Anyway, Nick, in the last episode, the main thing that we were working on, Nick, towards the end of the episode at least, was we were trying to get as much power into our beast coin miners as possible, or more specifically, we were trying to get the optimal amount of power into our beast coin miners to get the most beast coins, Nick. Now, as we figured out at the end of the last episode, the amount of power required to get a beast coin goes up over time. The one thing that we forgot about the beast coin power requirement going up is that it's exponential.
Right.
So although whilst we were doing it, the amount of power required was going up by like 1 every like half an hour, maybe. It was going up really slowly, Nick. I'm sure you're familiar with an exponential curve, Nick.
Yes.
And it gets pretty crazy pretty quick. So I've disconnected our power right now, Nick. Right now, power is not being sent to the beast coin miners. But if you go and take a peek inside one of your beast coin miners, Nick, these are mine here. Yours are on the other side.
Yeah, it's these ones. Okay. Yeah.
You'll see that the current coin cost. What's your current coin cost?
4,123 FV, Isaac.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite.
I wonder if this only works while you're online then, because mine's been chugging away whilst I've been offline. How many coins have you mined in total?
65,510, Isaac.
All right, I've mined 192,282.
Yes.
Okay. And my current coin cost, Nick, is at 22,882. And if I were to very quickly here go ahead and reconnect the controller, at this point in time, my power requirement is going up at the same speed as the coins. So like my current coin cost is 228, it's 22904, 905, 907, 909, 10, 12, 13, 15. So the amount of redstone flux required to keep getting me more coins is going up, I think at this point, almost faster than the coin counter is going up.
Okay, so what you're saying is we really need that creative energy source.
We really need a lot of juice. Yeah. Now, the good news is that I've got 198,000 coins, Nick. So I am, almost at the halfway mark when it comes to beast coins, Nick. Unfortunately, I think that the way we're going to have to get the bulk of our remaining coins, I mean, I guess we could just put down more fuel generators to keep powering this, because right now, of course, these are not receiving anywhere near enough power because this guy here, the controller, is still set to only give them 450, right, where they need 2,000. So I feel like, for one, the XNet controller system was okay, but is now obsolete.
Right.
Like within the span of one episode, it's completely useless because now we require like quadruple what this thing is pumping in there. And so I kind of think that we need to change tack and maybe look towards making something like the gelid cryothium energy conduits that can transfer infinite energy, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe look at those.
Yes.
And try and pump those into these things here. Although I'm still a little worried, Nick, that if we have the infinite energy conduits, what might end up happening is like all of the energy goes into just the first beast coin miner, right?
Oh, I see. Right. So we still need to split it evenly, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because of the fact that the beast coin miners can hold an infinite amount of redstone flux, I still feel like we need to maybe not jump straight to the infinite energy conduits. Like right now, mine require about 2,000 redstone flux per tick. And so right now, maybe just the hardened flux ducts would work on mine,
right,
until they get over 4,000, at which point we can switch up to the higher tier of flux ducts. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go too high too fast, I think we're going to run into a problem where we're wasting our power pumping it all into one beast coin miner.
What's the power limit, the throughput limit of this XNet system, Isaac?
I believe it's infinite, Nick.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to spend, it takes about 15 minutes of just sitting and tweaking the numbers to tweak every single one of these. Right?
Right.
And I mean, if you want to do that, Nick, that would be it would make for thrilling content, Nick, and would also be entirely pointless about 8 seconds after you finish.
Yeah.
And so
I see.
that kind of,
Okay.
especially with it being exponential, Nick, I have a feeling that it won't be long before my coin cost is in like the hundreds of thousands of redstone flux.
Yeah, I'm all right, Isaac. I don't want to do that. But it does mean like at least when we have the creative energy source, you can set this to send each one like a high amount, right? Like a really high amount.
Once we get the creative energy source, I feel like we could just use the infinite conduits.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like we
yeah.
don't even need this, right?
No.
In fact, Nick, I'm gonna take this away.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm taking this away, Nick, and I'm gonna repurpose the XNet system for our chickens, right? Because we can just put a connector on each one of the roosts and then use it to pull all of the emeralds out and put them into a chest, right? So I'm gonna do that instead, Nick, whilst you work on that. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention, Nick, is that between episodes, I did go through and like open every single loot chest that we had stored in our space over here. And so I do have like a lot of trash in my transmutation table now. Like we got a ton of stuff
I like that
we may never use, but we do have like this sponge on a stick here. Do you want this? Where you at?
I mean, does that work like a carrot on a stick, Isaac? Or is that like...
Here you go, Nick. Here you go. I mean,
all right.
I feel like you could just use it to kind of like clean your back, maybe, you know, get to those hard to reach spots.
Let me go and see if I can wax. Like, how much damage does this do? Did that own you, Isaac?
None.
What if I hit Greg, Isaac? Do you reckon he'll counter sue?
Nick, his lawyer is still within spitting distance of the castle. I feel like we should not assault Greg whilst he's on the premises.
That's fair enough, Isaac.
It seems like a bad idea, all things considered. Yeah.
I'll refrain. I got a flux plug, Isaac. Thought that would be quite useful, you know?
Yeah. Also, I have flux points and flux plugs saved in my transmutation tablet now because, like I said, I opened maybe 300 loot chests, Nick. Like, I opened so many of them between episodes that we have got essentially almost like everything you can get out of the loot chest we have, Nick. One thing that we did get that I have not put down yet, of course, is this kitchen corner, which, you know, of course, adds to the, let me put this down in the correct orientation. Give it a second. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's amazing, Isaac.
I know, right?
We're gonna freaking open up a Belgian magnet store at this rate, Isaac. Get your freaking magnet kitchens. Damn.
I know. Oh, we can transition into kitchen sales and try and use that to fund our ever-increasing beast coin requirements.
Exactly. I mean, we need those beast coins, Isaac. Just saying. Oh, wow. That gave me a lot of garbage, Isaac. I think you picked a lot of it up.
Yeah, I mean, I picked some of it up. Yeah, you really shouldn't open the like I say. I feel like opening them it's not worth your time for the most part, Nick.
No.
One thing that the comments pointed out, Nick, is that we do indeed have these guys right here, the gluttony charms in the pack, which of course you may remember from previous packs. You can equip and then eat ludicrously fast, Nick, to no longer have to worry about, you know, spending 8 minutes every 5 minutes trying to eat stuff. So that's always nice, you know.
That sounds good to me, Isaac. Sorry, I'm just looking at Greg, you know, eyeing up the water and, you know, just giving a bit of a... oops.
Nick,
can't get under there, Isaac.
You know, if anything happens to Greg whilst he's here, you know that...
I thought right click was aim down sight. Right. Where's the lawyer? Where's the lawyer?
Oh, God.
Where's the goddamn lawyer?
Oh, my goodness. I think he's over there. Is that him? Oh, my
mother.
Goodness. Right. Did you even check if that was him before you killed him?
Oh, Isaac, look at me, right?
The nearest pig was him.
Oh, I'm not hungry. I can't eat his pork chops.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
dear.
Nick. We need to
clean up shop, Isaac.
We do, Nick. Like, there could be no witnesses. Holy heck.
Right, where are the animals? We'll have to go.
Oh my goodness. Jeez.
I mean, that was accidental brutality, Isaac. That wasn't me. That was my... It's like, you know when you aim down the sights of a gun? It's like doing that when the gun fires every time you aim down its sights. Okay, that's what happens. Right.
Don't worry, Nick. I'm doing the cleanup job.
Okay, thanks, man. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Damn. No eyewitnesses.
No eyewitnesses. I've made the mistake. Isaac, you know, like in TV shows and films, when someone sees something and you're like, don't tell anyone. They're like, oh, won't, I promise. And then they just shoot them anyway, Isaac.
Yeah, it's true.
Freaking
it's a traditional TV show setup, Nick. You know, you committed a crime, but now I'm in on it with you, and we've both got to live together with this horrible secret.
It's like Breaking Good, Isaac, everyone's favorite TV show.
Breaking
Good.
Like the reboot that Nick and I are making here is called Breaking Eggs.
Breaking Eggs. Cracking eggs.
Oh man. Cracking Eggs Season 2 coming soon.
It's just us in a Belgium castle, just freaking. I saw the comments actually, and people were like, you know, debating whether it's like a Flemish castle or like a different part of Belgium castle.
Oh, right.
And I was like, wow, like people are getting into this. I was loving it, Isaac.
Yeah, I mean, people want to know, Nick. They want to know.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, Nick. We've also you got to be careful. Like you've left his flesh just right there in the waterfall.
The cleaners haven't arrived yet, Isaac.
If the police get here, Nick, before we clean house, like they're gonna have that DNA evidence, Nick. You know, we can't be leaving that about. I feel like we got to destroy the evidence. I'm gonna throw him in the lava, Nick. Give him a taste of his own medicine. There we go. All right. So Nick, we need more power, right?
Yes, we do.
Is one thing that we need desperately. Now, one of the keys in getting more power, I think, is gonna be more EMC, Nick. And there are a few ways that we can get more EMC. Obviously, we have the Emerald Chickens downstairs, and I'm going to work on trying to get EMC from those, Nick. But the comment section did tell us about bonsai pots. Power flower bonsai pots, Nick. Type in power flower bonsai pot.
Oh my God. What is this about?
I know. And first things first, Nick, if you could make a personal EMC link, that would be grand.
Okay. I love how the bonsai pots say it's TPS friendly.
They are. They're very nice and TPS friendly. On top of that, though, Nick, if you could also make the first basic power flower bonsai pot Mark 1, it's quite expensive. But if you could get that done, that would be grand. It does require 21 million EMC.
Isaac, have you had a look inside this energy condenser here? I don't think that's much of a problem. We good.
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden Alice fuel here. That is good. That's very good.
Cool. One thing that I have not actually made yet, however, is dark matter and red matter, Isaac. So I should probably do that.
Yeah, I think also like the main crafting recipes in terms of getting the higher tiers of bonsai pots is we need to start looking into like the magenta matter, the lime matter, the blue matter, you know, all of those higher tiers of matter. Those are what are required as well to get into those higher tiers. Then you'll see that the highest tier of power flower bonsai pot, Nick, produces 48 T EMC per second.
Right. That is that what I think it is, Isaac?
I believe that is what you think it is, Nick. It goes from M to G, which is billion, to T. 48 trillion EMC per second, Nick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It does, however, cost 81p EMC, which I believe is 81 quintillion EMC.
Okay, so
if I'm not mistaken,
we're playing with big numbers here.
Yeah, those are a bit further on down the line, Nick. You know, they're a little further out of the way, Nick. But if we can get the first ones down, essentially you place them down and they just start passively pumping EMC into your network, right? Into your EMC network, into your transmutation table, making them available for you, Nick. And so if we can get into those earlier rather than later, I think it's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier, Nick.
Okay, fine. That's fine by me. Do you also need a personal EMC link, Isaac?
I believe we would both need a personal EMC link.
Okay, I'll make us both one, Isaac, because I'm a nice boy. Okay?
And don't forget to save it, Nick. Don't forget to save it.
Isaac, I mean, every time, man.
For the love of God.
I've learned from my mistakes here, man.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, Nick, but I edit these videos. And so when you lie to me like that, I know very quickly that you
I don't save ors, Isaac, because ors are stupid, but I save everything else.
I'm going to say, like...
I don't save ors, although I did save ors earlier today, but... You know, I don't need ors.
You should save the ors, Nick, especially the ones that you don't have. All right, like those should definitely be saved.
There you go, Isaac. I got a present for you.
Oh, beautiful, nice. Okay, sure. Right. All right. So down here, if you want to come downstairs real quick, Nick, and you want to put your EMC link just down somewhere, like for example, maybe in the opposite corner. So like here, somewhere.
Yeah,
like where mine is, but just opposite.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Nice. Yeah. So now when I set up the chickens, I'll pump half into mine and half into yours.
Nice.
Right?
Cool. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Cool.
Okay, right. Let's work on these power flowers. So,
Yes. Yes. Power freaking flowers. Oh, man.
So you actually don't need the previous mark to make a mark.
Oh, do you not?
No. You need
bonsai.
basic relays.
Oh, yeah. It's just the higher tier of matter relay, which is just the higher tier of matter. But they do get pretty expensive pretty quick. So I guess just like kind of, if you find the one that you think you can make, like the one that we have enough EMC to make, because it's basically just an EMC game, right? Like,
Sure.
the only thing you need to make them is EMC. Like, making the higher tiers of matter is just a case of having more EMC to make the matter, right? Like, to make the magenta matter, it's just 3 red matter and 6 Aethernalis fuel. And then on top of that, you know, it's the previous tier plus the new tier. So really, it's just like looking at how much EMC you can get and then looking at the bonsai pot. So, for example, if you think you can get 176 million, jump straight in at the pink matter power flower bonsai pot.
I think that's probably the most viable one right now. So if I have a look at our Aethernalis situation.
It's only 4 million, I think, per stack for the Aethernalis.
Yeah, so maybe Mark 4.
I mean, how many stacks do we have, though? Like,
so each one is worth 4, and then it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So for about 120 million, 140 million worth in this.
not including the emerald ore that we have.
Not including the emerald ore that we have. The emerald ore will probably be another. It'll probably make it 160 million.
Right.
But we can start with a Mark 5, although the difference between Mark 5 and Mark 6 is insane.
Oh, you think we can get a Mark 5? I thought you were going to go for a Mark 4.
Yeah, well, between a Mark 4 and a Mark 5, the difference is...
That's what I'm saying. It does quadruple, like, every time, though.
It does
like,
every single time.
Yeah, that's what it's a pretty huge transitional amount.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Powers of 2.
So, I mean... Yep, it really wants you to keep going, Nick. But start off with whichever one you think we can make.
Okay.
And then I think, Nick, the number of chickens that I'm going to be able to make here and the amount of EMC we're going to get from these chickens, I think is going to be quite high. How much do you reckon it costs, Nick, to get your own road name? Because, like, big corporations have, like, they're on their own lane, right? Like, it's like Microsoft Road or something, right? You know, like, they're on their own...
Yeah.
They're on their own lane. Like, how expensive do you reckon that is? Do you reckon that's something we could do?
Yeah.
You reckon we've got the like the capital to make that happen? Like if we got an office somewhere, we could also buy the rights to the road name and
maybe
pop ourselves down on like Janky Lane.
Janky Lane. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Hold on, Isaac. All right, excuse me while I go on Google Maps and like see if that exists.
Oh, Janky Lane.
Janky.
All right, create and then create. So I want to extract. Really, like, as many items. Number of ticks per... So I want this, like, as low as possible, right? 5. And then, I guess stack would work. I want to pull out as many items as possible. So I think that's going to work. And then if we insert, create, insert, does that work? I don't know which one I'm pumping into there. I don't know which one is which. 240.
Right. Isaac.
Oh, I'm pumping into Nick's.
Got some bad news for you.
No Janky Lane?
No Janky Lane. Isaac.
But that means it's open for us. Like,
well, true.
Doesn't that mean that we can take it? Like we can have that?
I hope so.
I also hope so, Nick. Really. Like, so how does that work? Surely they didn't just find Microsoft Lane and then buy it, right? I assume that they purchased.
They made their own lane.
Yeah. Did they make their own lane or did they like rename an existing lane?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, what's the story behind that? You know, how did this come to be? How did Microsoft or whoever come to own their lanes? You know what I mean? Who do we need to talk to, Nick, about getting our name on things? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Isaac. And my answer is like, I don't know, we need to find out. Maybe it's different in England as well. We need to contact, like, you know, the council of wherever we are and be like, yo, bro, Janky Lane. Because, like, if you build a new housing development and it's got, like, a little road through it, I mean, surely that's, like, a freshly named road, right?
Yeah, like who's in charge of naming those roads? Do you reckon it's just a case of slipping the naming committee like a 20 and then
maybe
having them name it after you, you know?
Yeah. I think so, Isaac, actually. I think so.
Although I feel like there would be an investigation if the council just happened to name the road like Apple Inc. Lane, and then the next day Apple bought the property that was on the road. You know what I mean? I feel like there'd be some kind of internal investigation into why that extremely unlikely coincidence took place.
Just blame it on Samsung, Isaac.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, at that point, then you've got to start, trying to. Then you got to bribe the person who's in charge of the investigation, right? So that he doesn't, find any wrongdoing. And then you've got to bribe the person who investigates the investigator. And suddenly it's just way too expensive, Suddenly you're putting, 50, 100 pounds into this, and it's not worth it, man.
Maybe, man. I have made almost, Isaac, this Mark V relay. So I'm almost
nice. I mean, how much would you pay to have to rename a road, Nick? Like if you wanted to would you want to rename your road?
It depends on the significance, Isaac, of this road. Like,
right.
If it's, like where I settle down for life and like I'm quite wealthy and I own everything, like in the area.
Right now, you as you are right now, if someone offered you the ability to rename a road, how much would you want to, and how much would you pay, and what would you call it, and where would it be?
I'd pay £5.
Oh, so really low ball in this road naming
to
value.
Call Downing Street in London, Nick Street, or right, like my Bitcoin address, and then street after it. Right, you get it.
I get it, Nick. I get it. I mean, I feel like, you might get some Bitcoins.
Here's the thing, right, Isaac? If freaking like O2 can go and name an arena, the O2 Arena, or Mercedes-Benz can go and name, some of the biggest stadiums in the world, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I feel like I can rename Downing Street, my Bitcoin address, street.
Right. Maybe. I feel like the O2 Arena is not a publicly owned piece of property. I don't think it's owned by the public at large. I'm generating a lot of EMC. Like I've whilst you've been fudging around up there, Nick, I've managed to accumulate 218 million EMC just from chickens.
That is quite impressive, Isaac. What I would like to know is how these bonsai flower pots work. Do you just put them on top of your link?
Just anywhere.
Oh, well, in that case, Isaac.
Put them anywhere. Just put them down on the floor for now. Like, put them down just anywhere. And then look inside the transmutation table.
Oh, yeah. 4.07, 4.09. Is it going up for you, or is this attached to me, Isaac?
Well, I can't tell because of the fact that my number's going up from the chickens.
Right.
But I think it's attached to you. However, Nick, I am going to, I can now make these. I can make another one.
You can make another one, can't you? Because you have the you have the throughput.
You might want to pick that up. Just because.
Put it back down. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because that's like mine now. I was gonna split these originally, Nick, but like as of right now, all of these chickens are pumping to me. And me alone. Like I'm the only one receiving any of this. So I mean, no hard feelings, bud, really, but it's kind of all mine.
Damn. Wow. Isaac.
Yeah.
When I've got my flower pot mark, the final power flower bonsai pot, Isaac, when you come knocking, Isaac is saying, Nick, I want 81.07p. I'd be like, Isaac, you can pee off.
I want 81.07p.
I'll tell you one or two things about pee, Isaac. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Wow, that's aggressive, Nick. Really? Thanks, oh my goodness. I mean, so I'm making just over 600,000 EMC a second from the chicken wall. Which is quite good, but it can get overshadowed quite quickly by these power flowers. If we can get them, them down, like, the bonsai pots really do. Like I said, they start to overshadow this really quickly. Like as soon as you get to as soon as you get to Mark 8, you're already over 1 million, right? So like, it doesn't take too long to get there. Yeah, it's insane, Nick.
Yeah.
Really.
That's really nice. Obviously, it takes EMC to make EMC, Isaac. So with this Pot Mark 5, hopefully not too long till we can get the Mark 6 and then put that down and then hopefully not too long and like step over, right?
I think we can get the Mark 6, Nick, honestly.
I mean, you might be able to if you...
If I take this, yeah, how much EMC is it for the Mark 6? 494? Yeah, I think I could do that. Do you have like a piece of... What's your highest tier of matter that you have saved?
It will be Mark 5. Would you like the Mark 5
give me a piece? Yeah.
Okay, so you'll need the matter collector.
No. I just want you to hand me a high EMC value item, Nick, is what I want you to do.
Oh, here's some pink matter, Isaac. Here you go.
That's what I want.
Oh, sorry, that didn't. Oh,
Could I?
It's just we got there in the end.
Thank you, because then now I can do this, and then I can just give you
loads of pink matter.
Yeah, like here you go. Here's 2 stacks of pink matter.
Oh man, you know, I mean that's pretty raucous, Isaac.
Oh, 1 second, Nick. 1 second. Here's one more.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I'm just gonna go upstairs and never return, Isaac. I mean, I've got my freaking 3 million back for this castle. Like, you can have it, mate. I'm gonna go buy a bigger one.
Oh man, you've got 3 million EMC, Nick, but we established that the euro to beast coin currency conversion, Nick, is not quite that high. You know, we need to get yet more, Nick. Yet more is required. Do you reckon this is how like billionaires feel or millionaires? Because you often wonder, right? You see millionaires and billionaires, and you just like, I don't know about you, Nick, but I'm always like, why you like this? You know, you've already got $1 billion. Why are you trying to make more money? But I feel like, you know, it's just human nature, right? Like you're never satisfied with what you have. Like I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, I'm making over 500,000 EMC a second, Nick, and I'm not happy. You know, I want to be making over 1 million EMC a second. And then when we get there, Nick, I want to be making over 1 trillion EMC a second. And then a quadrillion. Like, it'll never end, Nick. You know, it's an insatiable thirst that never ends, you know? A never-ending, unquenchable thirst for money and power.
I mean...
Oh, my goodness.
Damn, this is getting quite dark, Isaac. I mean, you're all right, man.
I mean, yeah, never mind, Nick. You know, flipping... What's your favourite colour? We'll bring it back down a notch, shall we?
Thanks, man. I'm really glad.
Oh, no problem, bud. No problem.
I don't actually know how to answer that, Isaac. I don't really know what it is.
Like, yeah, that's fair. So, I've got 8 quests that I've yet to complete yet, Nick. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of coins here, because I think you completing these... I have a feeling that you completing these matters might be giving us a lot of...
money.
Maybe, although there doesn't seem to be any. There's a quest for the final relay, which you've done. Let's have a look. I'll just claim this. So I'm on 199,000 beast coins. Right. And I'm going to claim the 8 rewards here. I did get a tier 4 crafting seed for mystical agriculture, which is quite nice. And now I'm on 223,000. So I got like 25,000 EMC from that setup there. Like, not terrible. Could have been much worse. Yeah.
Isaac, I'm at unless you can give me another 500 million EMC, I'm at a block here, because the Mark 7, each collector requires 536 million EMC. And that is EMC, which I don't have.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm at 165 million EMC, but that is a fair distance short of 500. Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to make a Mark 6, Isaac. Or I might make multiple Mark 6s and throw them all down. Okay?
Yeah, really just make as many Mark 6s as you can, for sure. Yeah. We have kind of stopped at Emerald Chickens. Although, again, as always, I don't know if Emerald Chickens are the highest EMC chicken. They might be, though, because, like, Awakened Draconium is not as high. I do have a feeling they might be the highest. Let's have a look, though. Can I breed... If you breed emerald with water, you get a prismarine chicken. I assume prismarine's no end. Why is that so high? Like, what? Makes no sense. Anyway, so yeah, I'm producing like 750,000 EMC a second from this chicken wall that I've set up.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not half bad. Like, it's not half bad. We could always, and again, like, we can put down more chickens, I guess, to increase the chicken wall yet more. And I do think that for the most part, the chickens are pretty TPS friendly, like compared to some systems that you can set up. I don't think they're as TPS friendly as the bonsai pots that you just put down and they just produce EMC for you.
That's real nice.
It's very, very TPS friendly, that's for sure, yeah. We are still more than halfway away though, Nick, from our end goal, right? From being able to get up to like a creative energy source.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's still out of our control.
It's quite worrying, actually. Isaac?
I mean, I feel like we've just got to invest in more power, right? Just like more and more and more power. Like, I think that's really the only thing we can do. Like,
Sure.
you know, we could try and complete enough quests to get 100 to get 250, 1,000 beast coins, but I feel like that's a lot of quests, Nick, to complete. I don't know about you. I think that really we just got to bite the bullet and just keep pumping more and more juice into our machines, right? Which is exactly what I'm going to do here, Nick.
Okay, good. Can I even make the Mark? Yeah, I can make the Mark 6. I just need one more purple matter collector, and for that I need some EMC. Could you give me some EMC, please, Isaac?
There's a pink matter, Nick.
Might need more than that, Isaac.
Here's 5 more pink matter, Nick.
That might cut it. I need a bit more, Isaac.
In the future, just tell me how much EMC you need.
Okay, I need another 5 mil, Isaac. Give me 5 mil.
What? How much is pink matter?
Pink matter is like 4 mil.
Okay, so you need like 2 more pink matter.
Yeah,
There
that
you
would be
go.
perfect.
Boom.
Thanks, man.
Look at this.
Yeah, man. Check it out. Have a go.
I'm just gonna save it in my table just so I can see. So how much does this thing produce here, Nick?
That's
the
68k a
TS6.
second, Isaac.
That's pretty nice, Nick. Pretty nice. Like, and how much is this EMC wise?
Quite a bit. 494 million.
494 million. I mean, I'm at 310, so I'm not too far away from being able to just bang out another one of these, Nick. I'm putting in about 800k on the old chickens over there, and then obviously now I'm pulling in the extra 70k from this. So like I'm close to that million mark.
All right,
and
man.
I'm getting
All right.
not to flex too hard, Nick.
I mean, that's what
on
exactly
you
what
right
you're
now,
doing,
but
you dingus. But it's like you're walking around with your all Gucci and your AirPods, and you're like, not to flex, Nick. But
I love how we're at a point in time where Gucci and AirPods are worth the same. Like the AirPods are like what, $150? Like
yes, same.
so yeah, I mean, I'm the chickens. They're coming in thick and fast. Do you have your number in here? Does it tell you how much EMC you're pulling in per second?
54k a second. Now 68k a second, Isaac.
Nice. I wonder if I put you on insert as well. Like, hold on, Nick. If I'm feeling generous and I do this, what's your number now?
Oh, like 835.
Oh,
805,
it's just taken all of
815,
it. I assume it's because yours is a higher. Yeah, because you're higher on the list, you're just above me, I guess.
My
Forget that, Nick.
number is going
Forget
up
that.
so fast.
Boom. Yeah, no.
Oh, not anymore. He's wrecked me.
No.
He's wrecked me. That was really nice while it lasted, Isaac.
Yeah. No. Oh, but we can do round robin. Okay, Nick, we can be even on this. I think. Here we go. We can share. So now you should be about 350,000.
Yes.
Could be
442.
Yeah,
422,
of course,
451.
you've got the power farm pumping in as well. All right, so there we go, Nick. We're sharing it 50-50. We're both pulling in about half a million, about 400,000 per tick. How much did you say this cost again?
400, just shy of 500 mil, Isaac. 495 mil.
Oh, I'm at 407. I really wish I could get one, Nick, but I don't think I can.
You'll be there soon, surely, though.
Yeah, I mean, in the meantime, I can put down these guys, the lower tier that I have.
Oh, yeah,
these, like,
of course.
baby tier.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling a bit more. I can add an extra 32,000 to my input there, Nick.
Scrape, Isaac, at the
I
surface.
like this, Nick. I like
These
this.
are
If we
real
leave this
nice.
running between episodes, if we leave this all kind of just doing its thing, we will come back to millions of EMC, right?
That's
like
what
the
we
EMC
want.
will just keep pouring in, Nick. It's going to be a real freaking nice. I do need to make sure that I set up like a little system here to keep this in power. Because like right now, the controller needs Redstone Flux to stay online. And so, did you see you have a Mark II energy condenser saved?
Yeah, I do. Let me grab one. Do you want one? I'll grab one for you.
Yeah, if you could put it just like one block above the petrified fuel generator, so like leave a gap.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
And that way I can do something like this and like this. And I can just make sure that Aeternalis fuel is continually pumped in like that.
Sure.
Boom. And then I'm thinking, Nick, if I just put down another connector, I can have like one of these chickens pump emeralds in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we keep having fuel. Yeah. So like I'm gonna do this on a separate channel here. I'm gonna go items, create, insert, and then I'm just gonna give like a few of these. I'll give like 3 or 4 of the chickens to making power. I don't think we need that many. Like, I don't think that that so much EMC is needed for power, Nick. But you know what? They say it's better to be safe than happy.
Exactly. I mean, if you can't be happy if you're dead, so it's better to be safe than happy.
That is true. It's better to be safe than happy.
Thank you.
I think that's a beautiful message to end today's session on, Nick. So
I agree.
Always stay safe, even if it means that you're miserable. You know, just wrap yourself up, get in a bunker, hide out, and
live your days out.
And live as long as possible, because that's really the only thing that matters. Flipping it, Nick, I think that is a good place for us to wrap up for today. We've got a nice little automated bit of EMC going. And I think we're kind of just going to spiral out of control from here, Nick, with more and more EMC and just eventually have an insane amount of EMC coming in to the point where, like, I don't even know if it's worth us buying the creative energy source, right? Like, do we need that at this point? Like, we're not, at this point, we're not using power really to generate EMC. Like, it takes so little power to generate EMC
coins,
with these chickens.
Isaac. EMC is not the only factor here. We need coins.
Oh, of course, the Beast Coin miners.
Want that to, you know, become impossible to get, we need that creative energy source. So I still feel like we need to get one ASAP.
But I mean, the coins get ever more expensive, right? And so if we spend 500,000 coins on buying, like, the first 500,000 is so much cheaper than the subsequent 500,000, right?
If we have a creative energy source, it doesn't matter how expensive the coins are, Isaac.
That's fair.
Because it's creative. It's infinite.
If it is truly infinite, then yeah, I think you are right, Nick. That's probably a good idea. So maybe, Nick, when we come back, we might be able to start to think about getting more Beast Coins. I am getting a few. Like, I'm getting 13, 15 every couple of seconds there from my my little setup that I've got going on. I might try and I'm at 232,000 Beast Coins.
Okay, I'm at 180,000, so I'm not
so together we're almost there, Nick. I don't think we can trade coins, unfortunately. So I think we're both still quite a ways away from getting it, but we're so close, Nick. We're so close. We can taste that creative energy source, Nick. But I think for now, we can go ahead and wrap up there for today. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the video episode, it really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new here to get notified as soon as new videos come out. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.